Bonsoir, mesdames et messieurs, et bienvenue à notre show, The Boom Boom Show. Ce soir, nous avons trois invités spéciaux qui sont en train de faire du bruit dehors, pas seulement ici en Floride, mais partout dans le monde, et nous allons leur parler. Alors, je vous présente Alexandra Jeanty, Lecler, Jeanty Lecler, comment tu dis toi? Et, et Daniel Bayard, correct?
Bonsoir, Leslie.
Bonsoir à tous et on va parler. So it's a pleasure to have you guys. So let's just get busy because we didn't get a chance to talk among each other quickly. So tell me what's going to be happening because May being the month of of the Haitian culture in the area, and I went to the last party at the center, little center. We had the chance to have dinner with together, Alexandra. It was pretty cool, eh?
It was
Yes.
pretty hot and it was really
I
nice.
know, my you were
It
a
was it,
hot mess.
it was a real it should have been a real boom boom show at that
Listen, I
moment.
stood up. From now on, I'm going to be taping wherever I am.
I did not. I had a hard time recognizing him because he wasn't in costume.
Well, I was incognito because you see, the problem is when I go in public, if I show up with my flashy thing, everybody knows it's me, and everybody wants to talk to me, and I wanted to be able to see you guys, and you were also,
Incognito.
and I
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly the word.
and someone was all the way on the other side, and you guys were on another side, and I had to find Kate Lee that was visiting us with the Monopoly,
Monopoly,
and Wilfried, and I was like, whoa!
the puzzle of Haiti.
I
They're
almost,
doing
I
amazing.
almost came in shorts.
Yeah.
I said nobody is gonna ever think I'm gonna dare. Écoutez, avec notre nouvelle invitée aujourd'hui, alors on t'appelle Danny, pas vrai?
Danny, c'est bien, yes.
Ouais.
Donc, tu vas nous dire qui tu es et ce que tu fais.
OK. Premièrement, je vais excuser sur tout le monde que je viens des États-Unis, je te 10 mois. So, je ne pas parler créole et français trop bien. Première langue, moi, c'est anglais. So, ça, vous préférez, Leslie? Anglais,
En dans
créole,
l'anglais, mais
français?
même,
Parlez,
ou
parlez
parler
sauve Danny. Oula Kaoula. You're on the
la
boom boom show.
Yes.
What's the audience? Is the audience mostly Creole or English?
We can do it in both languages.
Okay. So, I came to the United States in 1958. I was 10 months old. I wanted to know about my country. I went back there quite a few times and I was amazed by the history. So I looked up where my parents came from, where my ancestors came from, and I was able to trace back my first Bayard that came to Haiti in 1710. He landed. So he was born in 1683. Then I had a curiosity of what was he doing? What was the colony like? So I did a lot of research. I found out a lot of information, and I decided that I was going to write a book about it. So now I'm writing my fifth book because there's so much information that I could not contain it in one book. So I'm so pleased to have found it, and I'm having a great time writing.
That's wonderful. And I see all the covers behind you, and
The
you
co-
Triumph of Tragedy.
That's right. It's called Triumph of Tragedy. By the way, the covers were painted by a Haitian artist by the name of Carl Craig. Very talented. He does fabulous work. As a matter of fact, he's working on book number five's cover. But the way that the series goes is that it starts in 1771, and it starts as a love affair between my great grandparents, and they're in love, they get married, then suddenly what happens in 1791, there's the slave uprising in Wakaimen. So they're involved in all that, and it goes through that period. It ends, okay, in 1793, and then the next book picks up. So each book picks up the day after the previous one ends. So the first one is the slave uprising. The second one is Toussaint Louverture. The third one is more about Jean-Jacques Dessalines. And the fourth one is about the clash between Christophe and Pétion. And the fifth book will start in 1820, and that will be about the Dominican Revolution.
Whoa, that's you covered pretty well. That's pretty deep. And I know Alexandra also has some deep background with the Haitian Revolution, I would think.
Yeah, well, I don't really write about the Haitian Revolution, even though I like to talk about it because I think that it's a treasure that we must maintain and talk about on a regular basis because it's a good thing to memorize and to pass it down to the next generation. So I always compliment Daniel whenever I see him because I have some friends who have started his books and they cannot stop reading his books.
Yeah, it's
Well,
So
very,
you're
I gotta
very
doing,
tell you,
intense.
I am so proud to be on this in this group with you, Danny, because it's amazing what you're doing. So
but you know what I think you like the
chapeau.
best is the women in the books, because Haitian women, and we all have Haitian women in our lives, right? Our mothers, our wives, whatever that is. But the Haitian woman has always been sidelined in history. And what I did research on was all these magnificent women that reminded me of my mother and my aunts and my sisters. And it's incredible of how far advanced they were in the year 1800 compared to any other demographic group at that time. So a lot of women in my books,
And
very
Mm.
well
Yes,
respected.
yes, and I think that we have to invite you one day when I co-host with Boom Boom just to talk about those fantastic women that you do mention in your books. What do you think,
indeed,
Boom Boom?
indeed, and you know who we need to invite? Carol Demisme, because she did a podcast with me about Haitian women. It is out of this world. I mean, when no, because she knows what how much contribution the Haitian woman has given to us. I mean, okay, the guys were up in front fighting. Some of them were also in front fighting. They were not talking about them,
Oh yeah.
and it's very important. And that's one reason why Carol wants to do something, I think, in Mall Saint Nicolas, but we'll talk about that later. Lionel, toi, dis-moi un petit peu.
Well, as you know, or your audience know that I'm a common. I keep coming back to Boo Boom Show. I can't stay away
Of
from
course,
Boo Boom.
because you're interesting.
Yeah, and
You're not going to believe this, where I was last night.
where
In
South
South
Beach?
Beach at La
Oh, yeah.
Boucherie on,
And
I think it's probably second and Washington. And I
wow.
saw you, and I was like, oh my God, gardez moi là où peut-être qu'on va au vagabond.
Yeah.
But it was okay. I was in a Ferrari, so
It's like you went back home, Leslie.
as a matter of fact, the building across from the restaurant was where I lived for 3.5 years.
Here we go.
Oh my gosh,
Wow.
People
Here we go.
were telling us,
that's a homecoming.
Were
Yeah.
you called Boom Boom back then?
and I have your book.
Aye. I know you can't keep your hands off my books, can you?
This book says Zant, and I can't make it show up. I don't know why here.
On le voit, on le voit, on le voit. Perfect.
Oh, wait
Perfect.
until you put your hand on Tom 2, who just came out on Amazon last week. Oh,
Yeah.
I need to give you a copy of Tom 2.
Yes,
You're
yes,
gonna-
yes, you do. If I listen to this book, I'll get in more trouble.
But
Boom.
it's not just the trouble part. What about the historical part? What
Oh.
about the geopolitical, the
Oh.
analysis about
I have written my name in Miami Beach.
oh yeah. Mm.
So
Well, we have to talk about what's going to happen on the 17th.
I
Yes.
just wanted to ask that. Go ahead, Alexandra, since you initiated.
Well, yes, we're going to have this amazing
Lineup.
literary presentation, local authors. It's a group of us. We are fascinated with writing not only about Haiti, but since we're all Haitians and it's Haitian Heritage Month, so it's a nice day to have a group of Haitian writers and local writers together and present their books. So we're hoping that the public will come out and support us. They will talk to us, they will greet us, they will purchase our books, they'll be there with us. There will be music. It's a nice ambiance. It's at the Aventura Mall library. So we're planning on going to various libraries where we can gather troops and gather people for them to be more interested in what the Haitian writers have to contribute to the literary world in Miami.
Is there a place where they could go online and then check it out?
I think the library has it on their program.
Okay. So Aventura, Florida.
Library.
Yes.
And beside the eight authors, Daniel Bayard is one of them. We
Yeah.
having two special guests, Bito David and Jean-Jacques Stéphane Alexis, le fils de Jacques-Stéphane Alexis, the Haitian writer that is very, very, very,
and he's
very
also
well known.
he's also
A painter.
The painter,
Yeah, he
artist.
also paints.
yeah,
Yeah.
phenomenal art, phenomenal,
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah.
So you're going to be there, and you're going to talk about your fifth book.
The fifth book, I'm very, very, very excited about it. As a matter of fact, I've been invited to the Dominican Republic, and that's where it's going to be released at La Romana. So basically, it's the period of time, I call it the Roaring 20s, the 1820s. So Haiti was at its glory at that point. All right. This is a period where Henri Christophe had just committed suicide. The country was split in half. Jean-Pierre Boyer came into the north, unified it without any bloodshed whatsoever. So the North and the South got unified. The brothers got together from North and South and West, and it was a great time. At that point, they went and they unified all of Hispaniola under the Haitian flag. So the Dominican Republic in 1822 was also part of Haiti. Also during that time, there was world politics, diplomacy, where Haiti was the first country to recognize the Greeks in their revolution. So the president of Haiti sent 50,000 pounds of coffee to Greece, okay, because nobody would recognize Greece. They were fighting against the Ottoman Empire. So Haiti sent all of this coffee, which was very expensive at the time, and it allowed the Greeks to sell it and to buy arms in order to turn the revolution, and then all the other countries of Europe joined. So, but Haiti was the first country. So there was a lot of things going on. All right. When they went into the Dominican Republic, or I should say it wasn't the Dominican, it was called the Spanish East, they freed the slaves. Okay. Also, they had diplomatic relations with the United States, and actually 6,000 American blacks that were previous slaves, freed people, were invited to come to Haiti, and they came to Haiti, okay, as part of a new exodus out of the United States. So there was a lot of things going on, good things, but then also we have to go with the bad things. Jean-Pierre Boyer made a lot of mistakes. He indebted the country to the tune of 150 million French francs. He made mistakes in the Spanish East that made them revolt. So the Dominican Republic gained its independence not from Spain, but from Haiti.
Wow.
And if it wasn't for Jean-Pierre Boyer, who made those mistakes, we could have been unified today. And what are those mistakes? Can you imagine that he went to the Spanish East and declared that the official language was French? So all these people that spoke Spanish overnight will say you couldn't speak Spanish, it was French. He eliminated, ready for this, their pastime, cockfighting. It was called illegal at the point. So he made a lot of mistakes, okay? He misappropriated land. And then when the French came in 1825 and gave Haiti the debt, he taxed everybody, both the Haitian side and the Dominican side, to a point where it was unsustainable. So they revolted against the Haitians. And that's the history of the time.
And
so the book covers all the way to 1845. And as a matter of fact, I'm looking for, we're almost to the point of solidifying a Dominican historian because my books are very, very strict in following history. I have a Haitian historian, and now I'm looking for a Dominican historian so that the books have exact history the way that it should be. So I'm very excited about book 5. It'll be launched in October at La Romana in the Dominican Republic.
Excellent.
Wow.
Have you
Who,
ever
who
thought of
is
putting it in the movie?
Would I do it in a movie? I
Of
would love
course.
to do it in
They
a
can make it.
movie.
They can make a
Boom,
Netflix
boom!
series.
You're gonna make it a movie for me?
many movies?
Never know.
Many movies.
You never know.
I'm
Netflix.
in.
Netflix.
Yeah, you can have a Netflix series out
I
of
have
it.
a question, Danny.
Yes.
Who is the Haitian historian that works with you in
It's
collaboration?
the guy by the name of Jean-Bernard Bayard. He's actually my cousin. He's a teacher for the past 48 years, retired. This guy knows world history as if he was talking about it this morning. But Haitian history, he's an expert. He wrote a book himself. That's very good. If you want to follow the entire politics of Haiti, that book is extraordinary. So it's called In Search of an Identity. Very good book. But every single chapter that I write, so I'm writing book 5 now, I send him the chapter and he keeps me within the guardrails of history. So I'm
Yeah.
really grateful for him.
And I talked to your cousin Bernard. Wow, he's like an encyclopedia.
Yes.
Wow.
He
Wow.
he gave you detailed information. He's incredible. We were talking over the phone for 2 hours. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Especially, I would Lecler Haiti, and he knows so much about Leclerc. It's to the point where I say I have to do a second edition and and put a lot of the stuff that I learned from him. Yeah.
But you know what really assisted me with him is that he knows about the personalities of the different characters of the history. So if you go, Leslie, if you read my books, basically the way that I do it, it's not a textbook or a school book. It's a novel. So when I introduce, for example, Toussaint Louverture is having coffee with Suzanne, his wife, on their veranda, and they're talking family. So each one of these characters are introduced in a humanistic form and they have conversations so you really get to know the character. And that's what really people love about the book. And the feedback I get is that it's almost like you're transported into history and are there witnessing it yourself.
That sounds excellent.
Yes.
Alexandra, you go ahead, ask your questions.
Well, actually, I don't have questions now, but I'm curious to see the questions that people will have for Daniel, because I think what he's bringing is so amazing, and his books are really fascinating. It's something to treasure to have someone who has not only one book about the history, but he goes from a period to another period and he breaks it down, and he has a 5th book coming out. So I think that young people, these books should be in school. They should be in high school.
I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah,
Those are
because
things
I
that
do have.
don't know about Haiti.
Yes, absolutely.
And by the way, Daniel is going to be at the Aventura Mall tomorrow, around from 12 to 6, and I had the privilege to be invited as a special guest to join him there.
And we wanted to get
At what
Alexandra
time?
in, but there was just no room, Alexandra.
Hey, good.
What do you mean there's no room? There's always room for books for children.
You know what? Come crash the party. I won't tell anybody. I promise.
I will. I'm taking this seriously. I will definitely
do that.
show
Do that.
up.
12 to 6 tomorrow at Aventura Mall, 3rd level. They call it.
I could say no to a beautiful lady like Alexandra.
But writing books for children, who doesn't want that?
Come on, I'll cover you. I'll run cover.
Okay.
But you know what's interesting?
What time?
12 to 6. But you know
6.
what's interesting? A lot of feedback that I get, believe it or not, is about the food in the book. Because you know how we like to eat as Haitians, right?
Right.
So there's all sorts of descriptions of the marvelous food that they were eating back then.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I get a lot of feedback of that. The second comment is that yes, for kids, but I don't want them to buy the books that are behind me. Those are the adult versions, okay?
okay.
There's the exact same book, but it's watered down. I call it the PG-13. It's the young adult
Okay.
edition,
Yes, the
okay?
PG-13.
Because in my books, there's some love making, okay?
Okay.
And Leslie, I don't know if you can take it, but there's like sex in there and stuff like that, okay?
Oh,
So
Yeah,
my
that's more for
God.
adults.
You have to ask Leslie
I
for
know it's the first time you've heard the word, right?
you have to ask Leslie to
But
show
if,
some
even in
ID.
college, I mean, Danielle, there are classes that are for geography and Haitian history in universities. So even there, I mean, at FIU, at University of Miami, different universities, I think that your books would be a perfect asset for these universities, or for anyone who wants to just know about their history, you
But
know?
You know,
the
Alexandra,
library
thank you for that.
Yeah.
the library is
Uh,
actually working on Bernard on Bayard's 4 books to integrate them into the library system where you have about 60 branches. And guess what? If my books can be accepted, it's not a Bayard's book that will not be accepted in
I
terms
listen,
of
I don't know if my books are to your level, okay? So I'm getting to your level.
no,
Oh, wow.
you're a great
My books
writer.
as
You're a
well, and
great
they're for
writer, Bayard.
children, and
You're a
they're
great
for
writer.
children. So I'm sure they will accept your
And
books.
and your historical novel, they're fabulous. Yeah.
You know what I've tried to do is that if you are a Haitian, if you read those books, you will know everything about your country. And I have to tell you, when I did the research, I found that I was ignorant to my own country's history. I didn't know what I didn't know. And it's such a glorious history that it's our gift, the gift from these ancestors that have given us this history. And you know what? It's important to note that, yes, they did a lot of good, but I balance it because I show you the bad. I show you the mistakes that Toussaint Louverture made. I show you the good that Jean-Jacques Dessalines had, the mistakes he made. So
Mhm.
each one of the characters is increasingly talented, but also flawed. And we
Yeah.
have to show these things because
Human.
that is our legacy.
They're human. Yeah.
Well, guys, it's telling me that we have 4 minutes left. 4 minutes, 4 seconds. So give me addresses, give me everything, give me Danny, give me your website where we can find you and the people can know more about you, Alexandra as well, and Lyonel.
Well, we're gonna
We're
Okay.
be
waiting
at
for
the
everybody. Aventura Mall this Saturday. Well, tomorrow, because I have been officially invited as well.
from
There you
Tomorrow,
go.
12 to 6 at Aventura Mall. Is it the
Third level, yes.
third level? And on Saturday at Aventura Mall Library from
from 2:30 to 5:30.
2:30 to 5:30.
And it's gonna be
By the
it's
way,
gonna
I'm going to have a special video of Flag Day. Okay, it's a 4 minute video. It's going to be playing all day, so that there'll be earphones and everything, so you can learn about the history of the flag. And
wow.
if you go to the website www.triumph to tragedy, that's not a number two, it's a tragedy.com. There's all sorts of historical videos. You'll learn a lot. Okay. Plus, you can buy the book. Don't go to Amazon. Triumph2tragedy.com.
Okay,
Yeah.
sounds great.
Come see us to buy our books. Come support us.
Yes.
Indeed. So you guys, it's so exciting to do those little podcast slash TV shows with you. It was a pleasure having you on the show. We still have 2 minutes, 26 seconds. I really want to wish you the best. And if there is anything you want to add up that I could put at the end of our discussion there, I'd love to add it to the video.
Yeah, we're asking all your people from your audience to come see us tomorrow
It will be
at the Aventura
posted
Mall.
everywhere.
Yes, I would like to
Nice.
say all the names of the other authors as well, because we have a lot of other Haitian women authors who will be with us. We have
7 more.
Margaret Papillon, we have Mireille Sylvain Denis, we have Lyonel, help me with the names.
Savieux. We have
Yes.
Maryse Denis.
Yes,
Yeah, and the three of us.
yes.
It's a
Wow.
total
So
of
it's gonna
10.
be a
We have
free-for-all.
Vito David, and we have Jacques, Stephen, Alexis. With 10 of us. It's gonna be
It's a
quite a
great
crowd.
job that you guys are doing. I really am proud of you. You're helping us let people know about our country and the way we grew up and all that. So they don't think, well, we're kind of donkeys. Like
We have a rich
Well, also
cultural
it's-
heritage that needs to
Yes,
be
I think-
displayed.
I think what we really want to do as well is to motivate young people towards writing and not only the knowledge of their history, but also to write about their own personal memoirs like Lyonel is doing, or just to write, because writing is a therapy, and writing is such a great thing. And we want to
Liberating.
pass on that legacy to the youth, to young people as well.
And
So
you're doing it, Alexandra, through your books. I love it.
Anyway, guys, I really want to thank you. And everybody, thanks so much for watching us today. Please take a little time to do something nice for somebody. I hope you go watch them tomorrow and buy the books and be part of the event. It was the Boom Boom Show. Je suis Leslie Dalencour. I'm Leslie Dalencour. I love you. Alexandra,
Good job, Leslie.
Lyonel, merci.
Enchanté. Merci.
It was
Bye,
a
Boom
real pleasure.
Boom. Thank you, Boom Boom. Thank you.